Okay, so I think, okay, so we'll start the demo, but before that, I'll quickly summarize, I quickly introduce myself. And today it's a technical demo. Technical demo means I will be covering some topics, and at the end of the class, if you have any questions, right, you can ask related to the course content and all. I'll give a quick summary, and if you have any question, you can ask, right? So, let me just introduce myself. So I will be your course instructor. I have around 13 years of experience, and I will be talking about the new course, right? I think the course syllabus I will share with everyone. So in this particular course, there are 3 major modules. Because of some reason, my pen is not working, so I'll try to manage today. So the first module will, so entire thing, like detail, you will get it from the course content that I'm going to share with you. But the module 1 is a course preparatory module. Basically, it will help you to prepare for the course. So the first module is all about Python, and then we have NumPy, and then data visualization libraries like Plotly and all. After that, we will have statistics module. So this is your module 1. In module 1, you have statistics, data visualization, and pandas, and all Python related topics, right? So from there, module 2 starts. So module 2 is basically after statistics and probability. Module 2 is all about machine learning. So machine learning is like mostly useful for model building. So before you jump into model building, when you understand the data science life cycle, like after data cleaning and data pre-processing, you have to do something called modeling, right? So in modeling and data pre-processing, lot of the other things that you need to learn along with the core algorithms. That is, sometimes if the machine learning algorithm is not working, right? What is the cause of it? So maybe you have not selected the proper features. So that is called feature selection. So we will understand different feature selection algorithms. Sometimes you have to deal with outliers or extreme values. You need to remove or you need to treat your outliers, but you have to know the techniques. We will learn outlier detection and removal techniques. Feature scaling is also one of the pre-processing steps that we need to do before jumping into modeling. So feature scaling, every topic will have different algorithms in it, right? So like we will be learning all of the feature engineering skill set before jumping into modeling. So we'll understand like different kind of categories to numerical conversion techniques, feature scaling techniques, feature selection techniques. And these are something which is kind of very, very important when you go for interviews. Not all questions will be from the algorithm side, right? Many questions will be from the data cleaning side or data quality check side. And this will help you for all of that. So module 5 is all about data pre-processing and feature engineering. So the entire course is designed as a data science lifecycle project steps, right? So after module 5, you can very easily handle the step 2 of data science project lifecycle, which is data cleaning. After that, we will have our major module, that is machine learning, from module 6. So any kind of AI problem that you're solving, it can be of 3 types. It can be supervised, it can be unsupervised, or it can be semi-supervised. So like from supervised and unsupervised, we are learning bunch of algorithms. What algorithms we are learning, I'm not going detail, you can go through, but at high level, we are learning linear regression, polynomial regression. We are learning logistic regression, then decision tree, random forest, k-means clustering. So all of these algorithms can help you to build your model in different kind of situations, right? When you're solving an unsupervised problem, you will be using k-means. If it is a supervised regression, you will be using linear regression and other techniques. So it will actually, the module 2 is all about machine learning. So how we will learn machine learning? Machine learning we will discuss in detail. So machine learning we will discuss in detail, right? Detail means what? If I just show you some of the notes, and it's an end-to-end project, and that's the reason this is how one project structure will look like. This is just a dummy project, but really when we go to implement, I think this is what, it's a blend of both proper balance of engineering and ML side, right? So once we know all of this theory up to module 6, we are good at data cleaning, we're good at data collection, we're good at model building. After model building, the final step is deployment. So from there are a lot of other things also we will learn. I'm not going detail. And you can see lab sessions are there. I'll talk about it later. We will evaluate our model and build our model. After that, the ops part will start, right? So MLOps is different than DevOps. We really don't need to learn a lot of tools that we are learning in DevOps. But ML Ops is basically operationalizing the machine learning models. So when you're dealing with machine learning models, there are separate set of challenges. For example, you have to take care of hyperparameter tuning. You need to track your parameters accuracy. You need to track your model, because every time whenever a user is sending a request for prediction, you should not train your model, right? You should train your model and save it. Just you need to load and predict. So I mean, how you will you need to track your model. You need lot of new things are there. Many of the time your model will not work in real time. It might not be your problem because of external factors. I'll give you one example. Let's say Ukraine and Russia war is going on, right? And something drastic happens, and the share price of one company, whatever you have predicted, has went down. It was not expected. It's an external factor. You don't have anything to do here. Because of an external factor, the model is not working. All your algorithms are not wrong. All the logics that you have applied are not wrong. But the data itself is different now, right? The distribution of data has changed, and that causes the model to deteriorate, or that there is a drift, or basically there is a problem in the model. The client is non-technical. 90% of the time, the client, your stakeholder or end user, is non-technical. They will not understand. They'll blame you, right? Okay, you have predicted this, but this did not happen. So your problem. Now the machine learning data scientist coding nowadays is super easy, but who will manage? There is a lot of myth that these LLM models and AI will replace human. Nobody can replace human, because in real time when you start working, right, there are a lot many other challenges rather than just coding, right? So that you need to handle. And that's the reason you need to automate your process. Otherwise, if the client is telling you to generate the new output within 2 hours of time, if you don't have ops in place, you cannot generate. So basically, this entire module will help you to automate your entire flow 1 to 8, whatever you have done. 9 will help you to automate. And when I'm saying automate, why automation is really important, right? Let me give you a small example so that you will understand. Let's say this is a simple project. It's not even a final project. Let's say this is a simple project. And if you just build your thing, not this one, but let me open the recent one, right? Okay. Let's say this is a very simple project, but instead of writing everything in one script, what will happen is, if you just go, right, left the organization, or you are on leave that day, and immediately somebody has to generate the code again, output again. I mean, it is very difficult for them to understand your code and everything go step by step. And what if tomorrow you are going to do the similar kind of projects again? You have to start from scratch, because in machine learning and data science project also, a lot of steps can be repetitive in nature. A lot of the things actually you have to do. I mean, if you're handling similar kind of problem, mostly 80-90% of the time, the steps will be same. And why you need to repeat, right? Same steps. So you write everything in a model. So for example, data cleaning, I have my scripts here. Feature engineering, I have my scripts here. Modeling, I have my scripts here. Once the model is done, I am storing it in a, let's say, pickle format. And then I have my front end developed using Streamlit, which we will learn in this course. And maybe Flask. I have created a Flask app. This is my front end. Let's say this app.py is my front end. And then what I'm doing is I'm just loading this module, and then the client is asking me for, the client is uploading the data, I'm generating the prediction. And then I have containerize it. I have my requirement.txt. I have my Docker file, which will containerize everything. And all the things I have written in my config file. So the user no need to, I mean, whenever I'm sharing this code with anyone, they no need to touch the code. Just they need to change the path according to their environment, right? And in fact, Docker will do everything for you. When you take it to server, Docker will automatically set working directory, everything for you. So I'm just using like once I have done till here, it is already 80% automated. Next time the client is telling me to do something, I'll just run this main.py. I no need to do anything else. I'll just change maybe the data. So what I need to do, new data, I will just upload in the raw, and that's it. I need to rerun the code, just two scripts. Within 30 minutes, I will generate the new output. And already it is Dockerized, so I can deploy in 2 minutes, right, in GCP or in any platform. And done, like within 35 minutes, I can generate new output. So that's the benefit of operationalizing, right? Like nowadays, it's a mandatory thing for everyone. It's a mandatory thing, right? You just check any of the, I'll just show you some of the interviews for my profile, right? I mean, this is some real-time examples I'm showing. Let's say recently, um, you know or no, I don't know, but Optum and then Angel One and then let's say JP Morgan. And recently I went through this Barclay. This is a good investment banking company, if you know, right? So if you just look at the things, right? This is a bank, that's what they're asking PySpark. Otherwise, most of the companies, right? They just, this is not properly written, but if I just look at your, just if you look at the JD, right? Most of the companies that now they're asking for everything. The deployment is also a very important part, not only modeling, right? So that's the reason it's a proper blending. Now, many people will ask me why I have not included Kubernetes and this and that and all. Yes, ops is very vast, and I mean, a lot of tools are there. But do you really need to learn all of the tools? Because ultimately, you are like, your job is to productionalize ML models, right? Not general softwares. So, yes, you can learn Kubernetes, but honestly speaking, most of the things can be like 99% of the time you don't need it, right? So, these are the tools which are mandatory. You have to know because, uh, I mean, certain steps are mandatory, certain steps are optional. For example, Kubernetes you need if you have multiple Docker containers, and most of the things can be Dockerized, I mean, containerized inside one, right? So I think Kubernetes is not, it is important, but it's not like a mandatory skill set, or I mean, definite skill set. But I think ML flow is a definite skill set. ML flow is meant for machine learning, right? You can see the name ML flow, and you will not learn this. You don't have to learn this if you are building a DevOps system, right? But you have to learn this if you are building a MLOps system. Similarly, we have Docker, so Docker is universal, so we have to learn it. Again, just need to learn about cloud, because ultimately every company is now taking cloud options. I have migrated to GCP recently from AWS, looking at the trend, and always my predictions are based on the recent trends. I have seen there is a recent trend for adapting OpenAI and OpenAI's GPT and Gemini, right, by Google. And it's awesome. I have tried it. So both are good. And the world is moving towards generative AI, right? So if you look at this AI, especially generative AI, I think Google and Microsoft, because Microsoft has their own models like Fee and all that. Along with that, they have a partnership with OpenAI. So they have Azure OpenAI. So most of the companies are either going with Azure OpenAI or Google's Gemini. And if you just have to rent server from Google for training your own LLM, uh, not immediately, but if you take a very high end machine, it is cheaper as compared to Azure. Again, price comparison, if you check, GCP is much more cheaper than Azure, right? And that's the reason GCP is gaining popularity, especially not overall, but I'm talking in terms of AI. If you see, GCP is, again, it is by Google, right? So Google, you know, Google, so they are the leaders, right, in AI. AWS, it's fine, but Amazon is overall good. AWS, if you just want to see overall, I think that is good. But especially in AI, I think GCP and Azure, most of the companies are going with this. So that's the reason I have moved to GCP. And another reason is you will get 23,000 rupees free of cost to try every service from GCP for 3 months. I think which is more than sufficient to try everything. So means what I'm doing, telling you is, if you are taking the next course along with this, let's say Gen AI, and you want to run the LLMs locally in your system, let's say Llama or something, right? You need a high-end machine. Many times, if you don't have it, free of cost from Google, you can rent it and use it. So there are a lot of advantage, but I think once you know one cloud, other clouds will be easy to learn. Anyway, cloud, what is cloud? It's just drag and drop, right? I don't think it is difficult to, especially for AI related things. If you spend some 10-15 days, I think any cloud you can learn. And if you are good at one cloud, I think other cloud, same IM user, same thing. So many things are similar in nature, though the process is different, but the concept is same. So if you are very good at one cloud, other clouds, I think you can easily switch. And it is not any coding or logic or you need to apply your brain, right? It's just see what is there and do accordingly. So it's a UI based. So I think it's easy to understand and repeat. But we will be using deployment platform as GCP. So that's the entire curriculum. This is all about MLOps, and model deployment is on GCP. And then module 11 is self-learning course, Apache Spark. I will be sharing the videos only for them who are interested. This is paid one. This is not included in this course. You need to reach out to me and you will get this Apache Spark content, right? But along with this, there is another course also, generative AI course. And in the generative AI course, you will learn from day one of generative AI course, you will learn about deep learning. So module 1 on 11 onwards, everything is falling in Gen AI. So Gen AI is deep learning and it's not only prompt engineering, right? Gen AI is much, much higher than prompt engineering. It's a complete technical advanced course actually. So you need to have a solid foundation of deep learning. Without that, Gen AI is incomplete. So you have to know and like what is ANN, what is CNN, what is PyTorch, TensorFlow, how to create your own models, what is GAN networks, and how to create a generative adversarial network from scratch. After you understand the deep learning part, then you will understand other aspect of generative AI. So what is large language model, how to create a paid one and open source, what is the difference, long chain, complete tutorial. So all of these things will go. So actually it is a one course, but we are just keeping it two different because people have their own preferences. And so you can take it one by one. This is a mandatory course. Still, I feel like 80%, 60% of the projects that you will deal with is a tabular and semi-structured data. And in those cases, Gen AI may not fit, right? And I think for unstructured data, text, image, video, I think Gen AI is a solution. But for tabular data, let's say sales prediction or stock market price prediction, any kind of tabular data you're dealing with, I think you have to still use the traditional ML. And ops is common. So if you learn here ops, LLM, you are not doing any POC. Ultimately, one day you have to deploy it. So again, if you know the framework here, same way you can also deploy there, right? And this course will help you in a very, very detailed way. So you will understand how to validate your model. What is model training means you will build a model from scratch. So this is a very important course. After that, you can go with that. So what is the timing and all? We decided to go with 7:30 to 8:30 every day morning. Right? Let me open and let me tell you about all the things. So the timing will be 7:30 to 8:30, right? And yeah, 7:30 a.m. IST. Monday to Friday, we will have class. Saturday, Sunday, we will not have class. Some Saturdays, bi-weekly once, I'll keep a lab session. So once we have completed some modules, we will have a project class. And that will be little extended, like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Mostly the deployment part. When we are going to cloud and deploy, we should do it in one go. Because after immediately once we have deployed it, we need to shut down the services. Otherwise, we will be charged, right? So sometimes if it is needed, I'll connect on weekends, but mostly it is Monday to Friday class. And if I'm connecting on Saturday, Friday, there will be no class, right? Let's say we are connecting on Saturday for the deployment or for little longer time window class, right? Then Friday, there will be no class. So mostly Sunday will be off. So either Friday or Saturday, depending on what we are covering. So if it is a project, we'll connect on Saturdays. But otherwise, if it is a topic, maybe Friday. But Monday to Thursday, we will have regular class. And you can consider Monday to Friday, every day, 1 hour class. And the duration of this course will be around 2.5 months. Right? In terms of hours, it will be 40 to 45 hours of course. Along with this, you will also, if you are going with this, what is that? You are going with this GenAI course, right? So that is again 40 to 45 hours course, right? Again, the duration of this course will be 2 months. So in together, this and that, it is around 4.5 months kind of course, right? But I'm just not explaining about GenAI. Maybe in a different course, I will explain that. This MLOps is a kind of end-to-end course where you will start from pandas and you will be in a position where you can deploy your models on cloud, right? I have a separate course. It is a one-to-one basis. If you are interested, we will have a WhatsApp group and you can reach out to me. That's a job preparation course. And in that job preparation course, it's not a group and that is not included here. You have to connect with me and it's a one-to-one guideline. So what I will do in that job preparation course, I will be preparing your CV, means I will not prepare, you will only prepare, I'll guide you. The problem you will face, maybe we will be doing a lot of projects in this course, around 3 to 4, but how to write those projects in your resume, right? And it cannot be generalized because every person is working in a different domain. Somebody is from e-commerce, somebody is from manufacturing. So the AI projects also are different based on domain, right? I have good knowledge in banking. I have a very diverse experience. If you look at my LinkedIn profile, you can get to know more about me. I started my career in 2012 with a package of 3.16, like how everyone started with TCS as a software engineer. And I did not, from second day only, I was not happy. So I started preparing for GATE parallelly. And then I cracked GATE in 2014 and then I joined Triple IT. And I have my computer science master's, right? And while I was doing I worked in TCS for 3 years. And then 2014, I went for my master's. And in my master's, I was not knowing, but based on my senior suggestion, I have taken machine learning as my specialization. And I was not even knowing what is the role of machine learning, but machine learning and Spark, that was my area. And I have 3 papers published with 97 citation till now, right? And that work was really nice. That's the reason I got 5 offers. And in 2016, that was the time of Apache Spark. I was not knowing, but it was very, very demanded in market those times. Apache Spark, big data plus machine learning was a deadly combination. I'm not telling now, but during 2016. So I jumped from 3.16 to 18, right, after my master's. And from there, I started my career. And I just joined because I had no idea, right? I just joined a lot of companies, startups, service-based, Goldman Sachs, and then General Electric, Paytm. I switched almost 7 to 8 companies in my 11 years. So if you consider my actual experience, I will say 8 years. Honestly speaking, before 2014, I was working, but you know, right, I was preparing for GATE and software engineering I was doing, but I like just some Linux programming and very few things I have learned. My career started after my there is a U-turn after my master's because of this skill set that I have today, like machine learning. That has changed my career, right? I and from there I have never looked back. So from 2016 to 2024, that's my journey. Now currently I'm working as a principal data scientist. I'm getting a lot of offers like director, manager, senior manager, but I'm not changing my company because I'm not interested in people management. I want to be in technical IC role. And my current company is not a very great company, though it is a good company, but it gives a lot of working hour flexibility, complete work from home, remote and all that. So I'm very happy in my current space. Um, so I think why I'm telling all of this, my stories, right? So it can inspire few of you. If I can do it, you can also do it. This is the power of this course. And I'm a real time example. I have switched my own career from nothing to maybe to a point, right? And I honestly speaking, if I have not done my master's and I was my friends who started their career with me in 2011, they are my students right now. They want to switch career right now and they're facing a lot of challenges in terms of package, in terms of knowledge. So when you're like in a domain for 11 years, right, it's very difficult to, I mean, it is possible, but I think the journey is little challenging, more challenging. And now it is even more challenging because of the rapid race going on. Everybody wants to learn AI and they want to switch into AI. And trust me, there is no limitation in AI. If you are talking about in terms of salary, you can see this is how every day I get emails. And this is Barclay. I don't know whether you know it or not. It's the investment banks. Mostly I'm getting investment banks because I was working with GS. And the salary package, if you listen to this, your mind will go mad. You will not believe this kind of packages in India they're giving, right? They're something around 90, 95, they're okay to give. If you, obviously the interview is very tough, like 6, 7 rounds, but I mean, there are a lot of layoffs are happening, but this is what you will get in AI, right? I mean, this is not a general thing. I'm not seeing this kind of packages anywhere else in other companies, but at least some 10 year plus experience means 50 plus easily you can get easily. Any company blindly you're joining means 50 plus minimum, I'm saying. And if you're going like director, VP and other levels, you will get stocks and all. You no need to settle in abroad also. In India nowadays, you're getting so much good package, especially if you have a right skill set, right? And you can start your own company also in AI. A lot of people are doing that. So I think there is a lot of scope. Only thing is how much knowledgeable you are. And it's not a spoon feeding thing, right? People think like, okay, I mean, it's not a traditional course, it's a very vast course. Whatever you are learning is not ever sufficient. So sometimes whatever you are learning, right, a lot of things still will be pending. Like, for example, there are 20, 30 algorithms, you're learning 6, what about rest? So that is not needed. Like, if you need, you can learn yourself. Most of the time in interviews they are focusing on 6, 7 algorithms only. In this particular, I'll tell you, the trick is you know the width first, everything you know, little, and then you choose few things and go in depth. So it's a T structure. I always explain this is a T structure. And this T structure is the trick. And that helped me a lot in cracking interviews. So T structure means what? Width and then depth, right? So width means what? You know this, you know that, you know this. No, not expert. You know, right? You know is very important here. You cannot say I don't know. That's a very, I mean, if you are telling you don't know, you will be rejected in step number 1. So HR will ask you, do you have this? Do you know this? Do you know that? Do you know this? So based on the JD only now a screening is happening. So at least you should know. Yes. So you know cloud, you know this, you know that. So there are something that you should know, and that is called width. There's something which is your expertise. What is my expertise? Maybe you can say, maybe let's say deep learning or machine learning. You can select maybe NLP, whatever you want, maybe computer vision. So one domain you can, or maybe big data, right? So any one domain you will select and go very expert in that. But you should know everything. So that is that is the solution for cracking interviews. T structure, right? You cannot say I don't know ops, but I know ML. You should know everything, and then you can define like one thing you need to know in depth, and you need to think like a product owner. Then only you will succeed, right? Product owner means what? When you're a product, when you're developing a product, what all skill set you need? You might not be expert in everything. See, I am not a web developer, I'm not expert. But if you want me to show something within 2 minutes, not 2 minutes, within 2 hours, at least I can show you a front end, maybe using Dash or Streamlit or maybe something like that. I know basic. I'm not an expert, but at least I can show you a POC level of work. Expert UI you need, you hire. Then people will understand, okay, expert I need to hire, but at least POC. For POC, nobody will hire, isn't it? For POC, nobody will hire. And that is the reason you should know everything end to end today. I'll give you a real time example. Let's say you have an idea, brilliant idea, okay? You want to pitch this to your VP. And obviously you need a front end developer who can create a nice UI, but Directly, you cannot go to the BP and tell, okay, you need to first hire a front-end developer and then only I will start working. This is not how the industry works. You need to show a POC with a front end first, and then you need to impress everyone with your skill set, with your capability. Then they will trust you, and then they will allow you to invest further in this project. According to your suggestion, they can hire a front-end designer who can design the front-end part. So this is how the industry works. And for POC, you need a front end, you need some server programming knowledge. So it is everything is end to end, I think nowadays. Okay, so much of talking now. I will be pause. I will stop myself. Any question in this? Any doubt? See, I'll just tell you. Yeah, go ahead.
I have one question. Like, so by using these technologies, what problems we will solve? Like after learning this, all these things, Python and ML and models, like which type of problems we will solve, and like where exactly this use?
Okay, where exactly this is used means, see, AI is
Like
in every domain.
like
Yeah.
when we use a Java, like we build an application, we build, when we use database, we store data. But when we are doing this uh, learning things, AI things, so where exactly, like I know Open AI, but are we using these APIs or what?
No,
So
OpenAI
that
is
picture is not clear
definitely.
to me as of now.
Okay. So the application is everywhere, right? So you are opening this. What is this AI? This Google itself is a AI search engine, right? You type this. Let's say YouTube is coming. Okay, let me do this. I'm showing you real time example. I'm just typing you, and can you see YouTube, private, music,
Right,
all of these recommendations are coming. This is
right.
AI. In the side, you can say summary. This is AI. You click on this, you will get suggestions. That is AI. You go to code and you type and auto generation code is coming. That is AI. You're unlocking your like laptop using your face.
But
That is
this is
AI.
the application we develop in like any language, like Java or any other .NET.
No, how can you develop this? This has logic in it, right? It's not a
Yeah,
hard-coded program. So
right.
programming is just a framework to implement your logic. But where is the logic? Where is the algorithm? It's not so simple. It does a lot of mathematical calculation behind. AI is complete maths, right? It's just a fancy term, artificial intelligence. But if you go deeper, I think the best, if many people ask who are the right candidate to learn AI, I will say the best candidate, the very, very, very proper candidates are not computer science graduates, BSc mathematics, MSc mathematics. They're the solid, I mean, they already know AI basically. If you have completed BSc maths, I mean, if you are a very strong mathematician, you are actually a AI engineer. Just you need to learn the programming. So programming is like it's just a wrapper or kind of a framework, you can say. It's not any logic, right? Program is, yeah, you can build logic, but
So
what I'm
do
saying
we
is algorithm is everything.
so do we create our logic, or we use the AI application, like APIs available on the Amazon or Google
That
or
is
the
different. That is Gen AI. So you will learn more about it when you join the course. But we are not creating any logic of our own. Basically, we have problems. There is a structure. It's not random. That's why I told you. Any problem in AI can be divided into categories. And then you need to find out which category of problem you are solving, whether it is supervised or unsupervised or semi-supervised. Based on that, you need to select every section has bunch of algorithms. You need to learn, and then you need to I mean, before modeling there are a lot many other steps also need to take care, and then you need to apply logic accordingly. Base logic means algorithm according to me, right? And then you will build a solution, and then you will deploy it. So Java, Python are just like ABCD in AI. It's just nothing. Like programming is like when you start reading Nobel and understanding hi-fi concept, alphabets are very important, but this is just assumed to be known, right? So Python is assumed to be known. Now, Python is nothing, Java is nothing. Any programming language you can use. Like there is a logic, binary sort, right? Have you learned binary
algorithms?
sort?
Yeah, these
Yes.
are the algorithms we use in searching and
Not
sortings.
searching, but binary sort. I'm just giving some example. So
Okay.
binary sort, can you write in Java?
Sorting algorithms we have, so we can write in like we
Okay.
can use
Can
that
you
logic.
write? Can you write in Scala if you know the logic and if you know the programming syntax? Yes. Can you write
Yes.
in Python? Yes. Can you write in maybe some C language? Yes. C++? Yes. So language is just a language, right? Like people talk different languages, Hindi, English, Odia. What you are doing matters. Language is just a communication medium with the computer, right? You treat language like this. Java, Pythons are nothing in today's world. Anyway, that is already automated. ChatGPT can give you any language code. To any language actually can convert also. So I think that's just like a language, how we are talking. So we are talking to communicate, to understand each other. We are similarly learning a language so that computer can understand what we are talking. That's it. That is the purpose of
So
language.
in
But
this
logics
course,
are
we will
everything.
learn. So in this course, we will learn the tools for
Yes,
AI,
yes. So
how to use these tools.
tools and logics also, that is machine learning, right? Like the pure theory along with the practical implementation, both you will learn, right? So
Okay.
both you need, right? To build application, you need both. And the projects, yes, there are a lot of projects. If you want, I can include. So say 6 to 7 project. One project we will deploy because deployment will cost me. It's not free, right? So one project I will show you end to end, which is I think fine. Rest all projects you can do accordingly. But rest all projects we will go till model validation, right? Or maybe till here, till containerization we can go. Deployment, you can do one project in GCP and rest all if you want, you can try. Very similar, same thing you can repeat, right? Okay, any other further questions? And I think the batch will start from tomorrow onwards. There will be no talking already. Okay, so the honest thing is I don't take any batch if there are less than 10 students, right? So I have my own students, almost 7. And I think from DurgaSoft, there will be, I don't know how many. And the link will be changed. I will be sharing the link. And we will have classes from tomorrow onwards. Tomorrow, I think maybe the last demo. And Wednesday onwards, we will start the class. In fact, tomorrow also we will have technical class. There will be no demo because already all the questions I have answered. We'll start with the topics. Day after tomorrow, I think link will be changed. Any question you want to ask?
So one more thing, like regarding the phase. So you said like there is 3 separate courses. Like one is the Scala is a
Two
separate course,
courses, two courses.
2 courses. So phase
Yeah.
this phase we saw in the DurgaSoft is for both of them or like for one course?
For MLOps, it is you consider only MLOps as of now because I don't want to confuse others. So this is for MLOps.
Okay. And the other one that is a separate course. So that is with DurgaSoft as well or like with
No, the
that?
Gen AI batch I stopped taking.
Okay.
I have my own batch. If you want, you can connect with me.
Okay. Gen AI. Okay.
The generative AI, right? So
Okay.
timing issues because most of the students are from US. So there's a timing conflict, India and US, right?
Okay.
So that's the reason I have a separate batch right now. And uh, content is also different, price is also different. And you can reach out to me if you want to continue with Gen AI course, right?
How can we connect with you, madam?
We will have a WhatsApp group, but this will be my number.
Can you please share your number?
Yes. So, honest thing, right? It's very transparent with the institute also. It's a good institute. So the thing is, if you have joined through institute, better to pay through institute for MLOps, right? I mean, it will
I
not work.
can see the price has been reduced to 20,000 from 27,000.
That is for MLOps course. That's the price. It has not reduced. That was the price from day one. And generative AI is stopped. So there is, are you getting? So
Oh, if I have already paid, they will give me back my money. I have paid 27,000. So 7,000 they have to return me, right?
So I think there is a, because this is like Gen AI last batch, your batch, right? So I think you can do two things. One thing, I think it's better for you to, okay, I really don't know how it will work because Gen
Yeah,
AI
they are
course
really
content is very different.
irresponsive. I mean, they are not at all responding for my any of the queries.
Okay.
I mean, I'm worried about that.
Yeah, so generative AI you can take back. You can join my course.
Okay.
But
What is
MLOps were coming
your
from
fees
them.
for that generative course?
Generative AI course fee, I will set it. I have not set it right now. Mostly it will be little higher than what they are quoting. And the duration is also increased and the price is also increased and the content is also increased. Everything is, so that was a 1.5 months. But I realized ki that is not really going to help the students, right? In Gen AI, recently it is booming right now. And deep learning is much more difficult than machine learning. And there are a lot many things. I was basically struggling with the price and time kind of trade-off. If I'm giving more time, then price was increasing, and then less price, time is increasing. So when time is increasing, topics, I need to basically be very selective on what I'm teaching. Then I have realized ki no, it is not going to work. If somebody wants to learn, they have to pay, and I have to give time, right? Better to get a job instead of just like going with this war. Gen AI also is equally important as MLOps, and it will take same 2.5 months. It's almost like 5 months course if you're taking together. The price for Gen AI will be around somewhere around 15 to 18 to 20,000, depends on, because in Gen AI there is a cloud cost also involved, and the topics, because we are fine tuning LLM. So in this batch, which was not there in the last batch, we'll be fine tuning LLMs. Means what? We are going to retrain the complete Gen AI model again in our system, right? And that is something which is very rare. Like very rarely people will teach you. That's first thing. Second thing is we'll be learning about quantization and RAG frameworks, and which is again something which is very, 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 very important nowadays. The third thing is I'll be focusing more on local LLMs. We will go with Azure AI and cloud. So I have included GCP and Azure both, right? Before it was only GCP, but many of the companies, they are going with Azure OpenAI. So I will give you both framework, cloud knowledge. So in GCP we have Vertex AI, complete tutorial you will have, you will learn. Along with that, lot of things from scratch. So you can build, if you have 32 GB of machine, you can build your own LLM from scratch. So this is something which is new, and which has been included in the course. So from scratch means what? If you know this PyTorch and other frameworks, and if you have a good machine, right, at least 32 GB and with some NVIDIA support, it might not be like GPT-3, but at least a small version of GPT you can build using the transformer architecture from scratch, right? So how this is going to helpful? If you are serious about Gen AI, I think you can build your own. See, what is the problem with Gen AI? I'll tell you, okay? So it's a very fancy term. If you just learn it at a superficial level, it is better not to learn it. How it is going to helpful? Because the management themselves, they're so confused about Gen AI adoption. They'll ask you a lot of questions. For last, I'm telling you my own experience. For last 1 month, it is just like proposal, proposal, and proposal. I'm just giving proposals, proposals, and proposals just to start the project. The cost, how much I need to estimate everything, how many, what will be the budget, how many team members are needed, what all are the skill set that has to be learned and all that. So it's very easy to tell you stories, but when you go to real-time production, you should be expert in Gen AI. How you will know which all tech. So you are the decide, you need to decide first, and then only the management will blindly trust you, right? You need to tell them why not Azure, why GCP. You need to tell, you know what, if you are going with hundreds requests per day, everyone is loading, let's say 1,000 words document, divided by 4. There are calculations, there are formulas, multiplied by per dollar price equals to this much. This is, are you getting? So lot of things you need to learn. And I think it's a very vast course. It cannot be completed in 1.5 months. 1.5 months will give you some theoretical knowledge, maybe some application knowledge at high level, but you are serious building Gen AI, it may go beyond 2.5 months, maybe 3 months also. There are a lot many things to learn. First, you need to learn the deep learning fundamentals. Again, it will take 1.5 months to 1 month to complete deep learning part. Once you are strong at deep learning and you build something from scratch using using PyTorch, Then you will move to LangChain. Again, LangChain has LangGraph, which is included recently. And I have included based on the trend, right? LangGraph, something, LangChain was there. Now I have included LangGraph. Knowledge graph is trending right now in GenAI. So you have to learn how to build knowledge graphs. So using LangGraph and LangChain, you need to understand. After that, you need to understand Hugging Face framework. And then you need to understand the cloud frameworks, paid tools like Claude and Anthropic's Claude, OpenAI, and then going with this Gemini. And then you need to understand the applications, and there are also image. In fact, in this 3.5 months, I'm not able to make you expert in images also. I'm just going to make you intermediate in images and maybe some advanced level in text. So there are two things, right? In GenAI, are you going with images or on text? Text means large language model. Image means you have to learn separately, like you have this computer image processing skill set and then stable diffusion and different models. We'll learn image, but not expert level. We have prompt engineering, we have fine tuning, we have quantization, we have deep learning, we have cloud frameworks, we have LLM ops, we have lang graph. So it's a really complicated and not everyone can teach. So don't fall for that Hyderabad 10,000, 15,000. Please check their profile. They themselves are not data scientists. They themselves have never built anything in their lifetime. So they are just taking some courses and teaching you. That's fine. But they cannot make you up to date to the trend. Honestly speaking, someone who is not working in the industry, the AI industry is moving so fast, they cannot make you expert in this field. And I have seen people like offering courses 2,000, 5,000, 8,000. Yeah, you can go with that, but that's like 60, 100 kind of people in a batch. I was taking classes, so I know. And there is no option unmute. Also, you cannot do. You are on mute. You will type your questions in the chat window, and depends on the instructor. If they feel like answering, they will answer your questions. Many times they might not able to answer because of the strength, right? So there is like you can decide. I don't care because if there is 1 student, 2 student, 5 student, still I will take the GenAI batch. Why? Because I am preparing for interview and GenAI is something which is the interest area right now. It's my research area and I love to teach. So if there are 1 student also I will teach, but I will, my main motto will be quality, not kind of anything else, right? Teaching should be quality content. So GenAI is totally based on that. Whatever I will teach, it should be quality content. That's the main idea, right? And the price still is, it's minimal. If you check the industry standards and all that, it's still minimal. But you will get a lot of things which is not included in the recent syllabus. That's the reason it's a separate batch, right? And if you're interested, you can go ahead. If you think like price is little more, then you can maybe learn from somewhere, right? The GenAI course complete curriculum I am going to share with everyone tomorrow. It is already 8:30 today. I have a hard stop. But tomorrow, maybe 10 minutes, I'll just tell you about the recent updated generative AI course content. People who are paid to institute, they can get the money back. I'll talk to the institute. They will refund you. This GenAI is a complete separate batch. September 15, we are starting on the weekends, right? It will be a weekend batch. The duration will be around same 2.5 months to 3 months. Last time I told 1.5 months, I tried hard, but it went like 2.5 months, 40 hours content again. And this time I'm planning 2.5. It will go more than that, I know, but not less than that. And I can guarantee you, you can clear interviews. That assurance I can give you. At least none of the terms that they're asking in the interview should be new to you. Everything, whatever they're asking in the interview, you will be knowing those terms. Means what is quantization, what is this, what is that. It should not like, oh, I never heard this term, what is this, I don't know. I mean, everything that they're asking in the interview, you will be knowing the answers. That is my guarantee to you. And we are going to build 10, 20 applications. Application building GenAI application is really very simple. People are fooling you, telling 20, 30, 40, 50 application. You can just call an API call and then you can create something. It's not like the MLOPS or traditional deep learning where you have to write your code from scratch, train and deploy and validate and everything, right? Yes, deployment is same, but Building model is just very quick because already models are there. Call and API call. Just you need to learn the frameworks. And once you are expert in the frameworks, building application will be very easy. But the problem of GenAI is many people then don't know what things they can do. And the problem is building is very easy, but 90% of the time it will not work. Hallucinate. Improving is difficult. And there 95% will fail there. 100% everyone can build GenAI application today just by calling some APIs using LangChain. 10-15 lines of code you will write and one application you will build. But you cannot take that to production, right? Production means it should work. People should trust. So GenAI models will hallucinate. Sometimes it will not even throw you errors or nothing. It will give you some nice output, which is wrong, which is very dangerous. And that's where the real talent comes, right? How you will improve your model. There are a lot of approach you can implement: prompt engineering, RAG, fine tuning, quantization, all of this thing. Out of 100, only 1 or 2 people can do. 98% of the people, they don't know. Right? So that is the real challenge in GenAI, improving the model. Many people will not teach you. And that is included in this course. And I have invested, so it is like, it's little, if you really want to do fine tuning, I will tell you solutions, but I think you have to go with cloud options. If you don't have, minimum requirement is 16 GB. Less than that is a little difficult, but at least 16 GB if you have, I think all of this thing you can do. If not, Llama may be a lower, like less lightweight model, but if you know the process, I think model does not matter. Just you need to change the name. So that's the thing. I focus on quality, not in quantity, right? Or basically stretching the thing for honest to the point, and quality is what matters. So ultimately, what really matters to me is whether you are able to crack interviews. You should know all the terms they're asking in the interviews. That's the reason this course has been designed. It's a completely, and the batch strength will not be like 20, 25, 30 kind of. It will be very focused batch. And all people are like have completed, some background is there. So I think this is to the point. Maybe 7 to 10 people will be there in this batch, and it will be a weekend batch, right? Okay, so I'll talk about the curriculum tomorrow. It is already late, but leave about this. I think this we will talk about in a different session, but this MLOPS is equally important. And if you want to go for data science interviews, both are important. MLOps is also equally important. Nobody is directly jumping to deep learning without machine learning, right?
Actually, initially, you said that it includes both, right? The 27,000 includes both generative AI as well as this MLOps.
No, but I think that model is not working. See, I mean, see, I cannot do anything because it's a kind of cheating to you, right? I can give you the course for less price, but it is not going to help you. I have to skip now. Many modules I have to skip. I have to reduce it's all same. Actually, it's same. So instead of 1.5 months, it is now 2.5 months. So 1 month is extra I have added. And that 1.5 month course will give you knowledge. Yes, that is sure. You can maybe clear interviews also, but you cannot build real-time application with that knowledge. Why? Because you ask not me but for any of your AI engineers who are working in your organization, what is the real-time challenge you face when you build a GenAI application? They will say security is one and second is hallucination. Means model will tell something which is wrong, and a lot of the industry people are struggling there. They don't know how to improve. So if you're talking in terms of building application, I think you need to give me time, right? Otherwise, how you will learn the concept? It's a very complex concept. At least 2.5 months to 3 months is needed to learn the concepts, which will help you later in your life to build applications. So I think what we have discussed is different, and what I'm talking now is different. And I think there is no batch started yet. So I think that's the good thing about it. If you have already paid the GenAI course fees to institute, please, I'll tell the institute, they will refund you back. The course price for GenAI will be 15 to 20,000. Within that range, it is not like 12 or 10 or something. 15 to 20,000 within that range. If you are interested, please join. If you think the price is little more higher, maybe you can learn from somewhere else, but that is how it is. And the duration will be also more, 2.5 months, 3 months, and so on, right? In together, if you take this and that, is almost like 5 to 6 month course. And don't talk me in terms of price. I have seen the price in the market. Let's not go there. I still feel it is the minimal, right? People in market for the same 6 month to 1 year course, they're charging lakhs, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh. And you must be thinking the content is more and quality. No, not the quality, not the content, same quality. Because my friends are instructor. I am also instructor. My friend is instructor in Scalar. I am instructor in Simply Learn. And I have seen many of the students, they have shared the content with me. So I know that, like, yes, the faculties, they advertise like professors and all, but they will appear maybe very few hours, 10, 20 hours. Rest all courses will be taken by, even I am most senior one, junior people than me will take the course. 3 or 4 year experience people will teach you, right? So, I mean, the content is all over whenever you are. So it's always quality versus price. If you need quality, you need to pay. And if you don't want quality, you have to compromise. People, you think like, I am smart, I paid less and I got so much. But have you checked the quality of the instructor who is teaching, right? They are not from industry. They are doing full-time teaching. Do you think if you stop working in an industry for 5, 7 years, will you have any idea what is going on in industry? So what they're doing is they're like you. They're taking courses from Coursera, Udemy. They think they know a lot of things and they start teaching. And I mean, that's fine. I'm not blaming them. They're like good, but how they can tell you to crack interviews when they themselves has not faced it in their own life? That is my question, right? I mean, if you yourself have never cracked interview in your lifetime related to the field, how you will advise others? How you will tell them, Gyanski, okay, I'll help you cracking interviews? Have you cracked interviews? First of all, I am taking you as my mentor. I'm taking you as my guide. So when you join a PhD, what you see, you don't, like, you see the guide's profile, right? Like the PhD under whom you are doing, have that person has done any research in that field? What is his achievement? What he has achieved? And accordingly, you just enroll, right? Similarly, if your manager in your company, he himself doesn't know AI, or he is like non-technical, whatever he is advising you about AI, will you trust? No. So whatever mentor or guide, please check their profile. Don't fall in that trap of 5, 10,000, 20, 20. It will cost you more. I've seen many people, they will spend 10, 15 there and 10, 15 here, 10, they will just doing job hopping. Like, sorry, this, not job hopping, but this training one to other. And doesn't matter what institute you are joining, there is a standard process. Nobody can spoon feed you, not me, not anyone. There a lot of self-learning will be associated with it. Because the domain is evolving so fast, if you are in a mindset of self-learning, then only come to AI. It's not a fixed syllabus ever. For example, 3 months back, whatever I have taught, 20 to 30% of the syllabus of my generative AI course is now outdated. Are you getting? And I have to add new content. Who knows, maybe after 6 months, entire thing or maybe many of the things will be changed. So the AI is rapidly evolving, and it's not like you have taken a course means it is done, it is completed. No, you have to continuously learning. It's continuous learning process. You need to subscribe to newsletters and see what is new coming up, join conferences, go to webinars, read papers, and know what is going on in AI. Even if you're not working, let's say you are taking some time for getting a job, in that duration also you should know, okay, LangGraph is trending right now, I should learn this. Okay, from Python they have some new language which is trending. LangChain is outdated, let's say Adaflow I need to learn now. So what is new tools coming up in the market? GCP is trending, Azure is like not that much trending right now, I need to learn this. So always there is something to learn in this field, not for you, not for everyone, right? And if you are in that mindset, then please enter. If you are in a mindset, I'm already old, I cannot update myself, I don't want to learn, then I think the course is just a wastage of money, cannot grow in this field. It's a very hectic, very challenging field. It's not all fancy. AI, a lot of the times, if you're not good, you will be laid off overnight. Means what? Somebody has invested X amount of money in AI product and that product is not working in real time. You will be blamed for it. And 80-90% of the time this will happen. This is not a software which has a static framework. Okay, this is like button will be blue, this will be green, and okay, you have done it and deployed it, pipeline. No, it's a logic based research kind of field. Many things will not work, few things only will work. And the thing is, it will not work not because of you, it will not work because of many other external field. But who will make others understand? You. If you are able to do that, you will survive. If you are not able to do that, let's say yourself is not sure, right? Like why it is failing, you don't know. You cannot say, I don't know. I have given you 1,000 rupees. You have built this product. Second day, it is not working. You are answerable. I have invested 1,000 rupees. Now you tell me why it is not working. You have spent 6 months of time. Now, maybe because of external factors that you need to point out, that you need to educate, that you need to communicate, right? And you cannot do that. You don't have a solid foundation. So if you are very strong, then come, otherwise don't come. You cannot grow in this industry. People are there who will eat you overnight, right? So if you are very strong, come into this industry. If you are not strong, just like superficial knowledge, you cannot build AI application. Like 2-3 months, 5-6 months, okay, but someday they will catch you, right? So that's the reason of layoffs, right? So they are just laying off all the people and same positions they will fill up with AI talent, right? So that's the reason of layoff. 10,000 people they're laying off, maybe 2,000 they will again hire. And those 10,000 people laid off, not because of performance, not because of anything. Maybe many of the times they don't have any fault also. They might be very, very outperforming in their own field. But the company needs AI right now, which they don't have. The company want to invest in AI. Every company today wants to invest in AI. How they will invest? Resources. Like people, they need people, right? Who will build solution. They don't have people, they don't have skill sets. So what they will do? So think about a business. If you're running a business and you want to invest in ABC, and you will hire people who know ABC, right? If you want to build ABC, you need to hire people who are strong at ABC. So that's it. That is what going on. And if you want to survive, I think you need to know the right skill set. Right. And that's the thing. But anyway, I'm talking too much. I'll just pause. So I just want to tell you one thing. Just go through the content. It's very open. So as I said, I really don't care about, I'm building my own brand right now and I care about quality. I want people should know me about, when they know me about quality. It's not about quantity or stretching 6 months, 1 year, 2 year, right? Introduction to Python, 1 hour. No, not that kind. So it's a to the point interview oriented teaching, right? And the price will increase further, right? Based on the market standards. But now for the first batch or second batch, because I want people to know what they are going to get in return, it is minimal. And if you are interested, please come. Otherwise, I'm very happy. I mean, it's not, it's my passion. It's not something from where I'm kind of settling. I'm very well settled in my job. So it's just for my passion and my own learning, right? So if you're okay, you join. Otherwise, you are free to go anywhere that you feel like. Getting less, you will not get it. It's my bet. If you are getting a course which is same quality and lesser price and duration also, like 60 hours content, 15,000 price, and instructor is of the same level, I can refund you back if you can give me, because I have done a market survey, right?
Sasmitha, one more question. Can you
Yeah.
get your pre-recorded videos, because it's already since 2 weeks these demo classes are going on. So if I can start with your old videos, I can start up early, no?
No, demo classes are going on because of that, right? See, the problem is I stick to DURGASOFT and they are not giving me 10 plus students right now. So I'm moving out, but I have my own batch. So that will take some time. So all things are messed up right now. But the process is DurgaSoft demos I will take, but after that we will have our own batch. I have already spoken with the management, they're okay with it. And MLOPS course is same for everyone, even
So
for my
if they are
students.
not able to come up with the 10 plus students, so can I join your course? So I mean, will they provide me my money back?
So no, you already paid them, you just anyway. So you already paid them, so that's fine. So what I'm saying is content wise, there is no difference, at least for MLOps. I am very transparent here. MLOps, if you're joining my batch also, price is same only 20,000. And the content is also same. I am the instructor, everything is same. So you
Yeah.
join and we will start from tomorrow onwards because my students are also waiting for last 2 weeks. And we will start from tomorrow onwards. Maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow, the link will also be changed and we will have our normal regular class. For Gen A, I am saying if you have paid, they will refund you. I'm not going to take any batch from DurgaSoft. That will be my separate batch. For MLOps, it will be a combined batch. And combined batch, that doesn't mean that the quality of the content will be reduced or something. No. Whatever I will teach, it is like I have already shared the syllabus, right? The same syllabus only I will teach. So don't ask for refund because already you have registered there. And for all the students, I'm saying, if you're coming for MLOps, you can directly register through DurgaSoft and you can attend the classes under me. But for Gen AI, you can talk to me separately, right?
Okay, madam. Yeah, thank you.
No problem. Okay, thank you everyone. Let's connect tomorrow. We will continue. Tomorrow will be the last demo, in the sense technical demo. I'll just give you some brief. And then day after tomorrow, the link will change. We will have our WhatsApp group tomorrow. And day after tomorrow onwards, we will start the batch, right? And Sudarshan, if you want, you can, you have my number. You are a paid student, right? So you can message me your email ID. I'll add you to the previous
Yeah, sure.
class. Yes.
Yeah, I already pinged you in WhatsApp.
Okay. Yeah. From your batch onwards, the course content is changed actually, right? And it is good because I have added feature selections, lot of pre-processing modules, right? Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you.